Time for the 49ers Rush Podcast. And here's your host, John Chapman.
What is going on, faithful? I'm coming from a different location. I'm Chicago. Just got into the hotel room, so I thought it'd be worth the time to jump on. Man, we got to talk about the NFC West. We got to talk about the Rams. We got to talk about what they did last night or what they didn't do. It looked bad. To say that it looked bad is such a huge understatement. And if I could do nothing else, because I think it's important, if we look at where the 49ers were, who haven't played a game yet, okay, but make no mistake, what happened last night impacts the 49ers to the nth degree. Last year, you had to go all the way to week 7, which was the same week, by the way, that the 49ers played the Bears, which is awesome. And so if you look at that, listen to the record of the NFC West. Okay, week 7, you had the Cardinals who were 7-0. You had the Rams who were 6-1. So if you just combined the first and second team in the NFC West last year, I mean they were 13-1 combined record last year after 14 games, right? This year they played one game and they already have the same amount of losses, and in terrible fashion. Yeah, I love this, man. Fable says he expected it. And I think that's crazy. What's up, Noe? How you doing, man? Glad to have you guys here. And now, okay, this is great, Sean. Sean's always going to keep me accountable. He says, hard to judge off one game. Did you see anything that you want to expect to trend? Yes, thank you. I think that is what is key. Everybody kept saying all year, oh, man, there's no salary cap. How do the Rams continue to do this? They keep stockpiling all these great talent. And I was screaming from the mountaintops, no, that's not the case. Like, they lost not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, 8 starters on offense and defense. And some of those were the big. Sorry about that. We lost the starting left tackle. The Rams did. They lost one of the best pass rushers in the NFL, Von Miller, who came back and got him. You lost the starting corner. You lost the starting linebacker. You lost the starting defensive tackle. You lost the starting guard. Like, you can just keep going, keep going, keep going. And yeah, you can talk about Allen Robinson, and you can talk about let's be honest. Okay, here we go. Let's allow this conversation to be had the correct way, because Bobby Wagner is legit. I love Bobby Wagner. I think he's incredible. But what they're asking him to do post 30 is insanity. Bobby Wagner played every single snap last night, 58 out of 58. And a lot of the times, there was one linebacker on the field. It was Bobby Wagner. That's wrong. That's not what you're supposed to do. Bobby Wagner's still great. Bobby Wagner's still a great linebacker. But if you're putting him out there in dime coverage packages, I'm not quite sure you want to do that. Now, I will say this, Ernest Jones, who should have been out there, he played 34 out of 58 snaps. He was being taken off the field on some nickel packages and all dime packages. That's not what you should do. Not what you should do. Ernest Jones' athleticism far supersedes that of what Bobby Wagner has now. But it's Hollywood. It's LA. Their whole MO is, oh, we're going to build this narratives, and, his whole, how do you say this? I don't want to say culture or leadership is going to make up for all those things. It sure as hell didn't. It did not. There has to be. Bobby Wagner's great and should start. He should not be out there in dime packages as the only linebacker. It didn't go well. And this is what happens. Like, listen to the guys that got snaps last night, because I think it's important. Excuse me. Greg Gaines at nose tackle, 54 snaps, didn't work out. Justin Holmes, the third linebacker, 34 snaps, didn't work out. The fact that Ernest Jones got 34 snaps and Justin Hollins got 34 stats. Justin Hollins was playing the Von Miller role. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And the fact that the Rams continue to just chase after all these, super high free agents, it worked. It worked. And I think they would do it again. And so I think that's important. Sorry about the audio, guys. I'm going off of the phone. My phone's blowing up, and so every single time it calls, I apologize about that. The audio is bad, just like the Rams game. I love that. And so I think that the issue is this, and I'll make this a short area video just because I got to get this. Yeah, it's going through here. It's not on there, so I apologize about that. But the whole idea is this. I've been trying to tell people for a while that the Rams not going to be repeating. Their team's not near as good as what we saw last year, and this was just an indication of that. Can they fix it? I don't know. I don't know. They're going to be a good team. They're going to make the playoffs, but this idea of them going 6-1, they got torched at home. At home. Now, the Bills are good. They might be better than advertised, but that doesn't matter. There are fundamental flaws in the way in which the Rams designed this team, and they took it on the chin. Ramley came out and said this. It is only one game, but understand you've got some major issues and flaws that they have to fix. Not using Allen Robinson at all, that was a huge mistake. And Cooper Kupp got his, and he's going to continue to get his. But that's not sufficient. The fact that he had the stat line that he had, which was, golly, I mean, you look at 13 catches, 128 yards, 1 touchdown. They only put up 10 points. Not to mention, the Bills gave them 4 turnovers. They couldn't do anything with it. And so, I'm not too worried. Now, they're going to be a good team. They're probably still going to get to 11 wins. But there's some fundamental flaws in the team and the way in which they are built. Sorry, I'm having audio issues. I'm going to bounce on this show. I'm going to work on some other stuff on my end. But do want to say thank you. Excited, man. We got lots of stuff going on for Chicago. We'll be live. We'll get the audio stuff fixed on my side. So big time apologies there. But until next time, stay strong, faithful.